My dearest treasure, I wake up for the first and last time on an island in the middle of hell. Entry for the 29th day of the 5th month in the year Marrow died. The island is spacious, and the amenities are plenty. Do not draw concern for my comfort or well-being. There are many familiar faces on this island, and a good deal unfamiliar. Most of the company on the island is good company. Despite that, I feel horrendously lonely. The urge to have a soul I dump any and everything onto is overwhelming at times. I keep myself busy with tasks and projects, especially those that draw me closer to the inhabitants of this island. Still, despite my efforts, I end up alone, by myself. I used to love being by myself. Now I feel myself unravel like a childhood blanket every time I am left to my own devices. I have been taking steps to make sure I am safe, not just in general, but especially when I'm by myself. I call friends or family when it gets especially bad. I have mantras to keep me grounded and calm. I have memories I bring to the surface like pieces of shipwreck I cling to in the ocean of my mind. The first is much less a memory and more an idea. The idea of laying in bed with my blanket freshly cleaned and made soft by the drying rack, cushioning my face. The second memory is that of my grandfather, Papa John, as you would know him, skiing down the slopes. He is fearless and brave. The sight of him gives me courage in myself and the house. This morning, I had an epiphany of sorts. Years ago, I saw the idea of imagining that you are a clone of yourself from the previous day. And you only have one day, today, to live and make your mark on the world. The you that wakes up tomorrow will have your memories and body, but they will not be you. I enjoy the idea in theory. It has an encouraging memento mori mindset while including practicality, for we cannot live every day like we will die. We have to go to work tomorrow. However, we can live every day like we will die, but someone else will take our position in the world. In practice, this idea never struck ground with me. That is, until this morning. While sitting out in the grass with Obi, I had the idea of the legacy of Jay. Each Jay, slightly different from the last, but connected through a legacy of hope, faith, and ideally love. Something feels right about instituting this practice here and now in my life, and for the lives of the Jays to come after I pass away tonight. Obi as well, though he is still on a mental health watch. He has learned shake, Papa John taught him. I know you always wanted to teach him that specific trick. I wish you could see it. He always seems so excited to do it, as though he is waiting for the day he gets to show you. Marrow, as you may already know from the date of this letter, is dead. I have named this year in honor of her passing. Some may think this morbid and consider my choice in this naming a casting of shadows over the year. I do not see it this way. I miss her dearly. I visit her grave in my backyard almost daily. However, you know far more than I the toll my regret and my ability to care for Marwyn had on me. I am by no means glad she is dead. When I weep for her, it is a hailstorm. However, she is at peace, and that, in a small measure, brings me peace. I hope you are able to find peace, even if only in small spurts. The storm rages on eternally, but if you have the courage to check outside, you will see it lets up for periods of time. The skies can be quite beautiful, especially in comparison to the darkness and sorrow we felt for so long. I will always be sorry for the sorrow I caused, and though I do regret allowing the sorrow you caused to be swept under the rug, time and time again, I will always be deeply grateful for everything you taught me. I will always be far more grateful for you and the time we had together than I am sorrowful for that same time. I hope this cork holds and that this bottle reaches whatever shore or ship you grace. Thank you for everything. I wish you eternally the best. Sincerely and gratefully, Jay.